gives my phone number out.
Oh, what? Just randomly. Yeah, we good.
What is up, guys? This is the Kentucky Postgame Show. We are here with a very special guest, Rob Lewis. We appreciate you coming on.
Man, appreciate y'all having me on here, man.
Of course, man.
Yeah, so you played at Texas Southern University in 2017, then joined Cal Poly Humboldt in 2019, and most recently you played professional in Europe in 2021. Where was that in Europe?
North Macedonia.
Okay, cool.
You know, it's a different world over there, man. It's a lot different from how we live over here, but it's a great experience, and you know, it was a journey for me, and I loved it.
Man, I'm excited to get your insights on the show. You're our first guest. Kind of break it down. Reason why we wanted to make this show was to have the players get an opportunity to talk about their insights and how they see the game.
Right.
So I'm excited to see a person who's played at Division I level get to sit on our table and be able to give his insights on some Kentucky basketball.
Yeah, man.
How was the food in Europe?
Gotta
know.
They have some pretty good food. They have traditional food. Some things are a little wonky, but they have some traditional food, and it was better than I thought it would be. Like, you can go to a little local shop and grab some chicken or something, but it wasn't bad.
That's tough. Yeah, no. Speaking of food, I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. I know I did. I ate too much, but that was the plan, to eat a lot. And so I did. Let's go ahead and jump into those highlights starting now.
Marshall versus Kentucky Wildcats. Marshall coming into this game with the 2-3 record. So they were looking to even out their record at this one. They came out firing. They're hitting a lot of threes.
Yeah, Kentucky's offense exploded. The blowout Marshall, 118-82.
Man.
I mean, it was crazy.
Crazy as can be. Now, Marshall's a team that's very similar, has a similar playing style to what we have. They like to shoot a lot of threes and, keep the ball moving. But most of the game, they played that 2-3 zone, and we benefited from the zone. We hit a lot of three-pointers. I believe, it was a lot of three-pointers. They made at least 12 three-pointers this game.
Man, Kentucky's been hot from three this season, so I'm not sure a zone for Marshall was the best thing to do right now with the way Shepard and Dillingham and those guys been shooting the ball.
Man, I was surprised to see them play zone. But yeah, Kentucky, they're definitely killing it from three. Justin Edwards, as you can see, had a big game, much improved. And Antonio Reeves, he's our leading scorer right now, averaging 19 points per game.
Reeves had 23 points, including 5 three-pointers, and had scored double figures in every game this season.
Man, guys can really
fire.
Can shoot.
He's lights out,
Dude's
man.
on fire.
He's the leader. He's been the leader that he's supposed to be with having that experience, and he showed up to play every game so far.
This is why he came back, right? To be that leader. Leader. Now, Kentucky came out at the half, scoring their most points ever in a half in the Cal Calipari era. I believe it was 64 points. So man, you got to tip your hat off to Kentucky. This is a special team we're looking at.
Bro, they can really put up numbers in any game. They have about 5 guys that can easily average 20 or give you 30 on the night. And, when they put it all together, I believe this was the first game this year where everybody was clicking on all cylinders, and you see what they look like when they do that, man. So it should be a special year for them.
No, for sure. For sure. Wagner had a big game. He finished out with 28 points. Oh, man, what a move.
That was the most by the Wildcat this season.
Man, he's killing it.
Back-to-back 20-ball for him, too.
Maybe this is a sign. Maybe this is a turning point for Wagner, man.
Hopefully, man. He looked like he slowed his game down a lot. He's great at getting downhill, but he kind of weighed his options in the mid-range before attacking, and he just looked a lot more comfortable.
Yeah, she's getting more confident in that 3-ball. Early on this season, wasn't going down as much, but now we're getting to see what he's capable of when that 3-ball is actually rocking.
When that 3-ball falling for him, the lane gonna open wide up, and I don't want to say it'll make or break his game, but when that 3-ball is falling, he can get to the rack at will.
Now here's Coach Cal after the game. Let's hear what he had to say. Always great to hear from Coach Cal.
I told him after, in front of the team, I said, where DJ and Justin are to where they were 2 weeks ago. But I never worried about DJ, and I told him that. I went up to him and said, I'm not worried about you at all, because he has a great temperament about it, and he's living in the gym. So it'll bust through. Teaching the stuff with Justin, how you get prepared for a game to play great. How do you lock in and focus on it? What do you do? How do you practice to get ready to play great? And he's coming on. I mean, he just, I just think there's so much more to him. I said, there's more that people are going to be seeing as we go forward. But you have Reed and Robert and Antonio, and we got, those guys are, even if they're all playing 25 minutes, and then whoever's playing the best maybe play a few more minutes, I think they'll all accept it. They've accepted it to this point.
Yeah. I mean, you saw it there. I mean, how impressive were the Kentucky Wildcats?
Very impressive. We're actually getting a chance to see what they're capable of, especially for the guards, man. I think the offense is thriving. I think, we're seeing what they're capable of, given that, Wagner had a big game. Edwards is continuing to improve. We like to see that. And these guys, they had a big game. They put up, over 100-plus points tonight. Yeah. So, it's a good sign going into Miami. I'm excited to see what they're going to do against Miami. Defense still needs to improve. Guards need to stay in the front a little bit more. Obviously, we're going to get those bigs back. That's definitely going to help. Tired of saying it, but I can't wait till we get those bigs back.
Man,
said it every episode.
I say it every episode because it's like, when are we getting these bigs back, man? Like, we need to see these bigs, but they look good, man. They look good. I'm impressed by Wagner. I hate to say it, but good things happen when he continues to go downhill, and good things happen when he's aggressive.
For sure.
I don't know if you guys got to see that clip with him and Trey Mitchell, and Trey Mitchell was saying, "Hey, man, shoot the effing ball." I'm not gonna. You guys can cut that out. But yeah, you can see him, getting that confidence, and the key main thing for him is to be aggressive, and good things has happened. You saw Cal said that he's a guy who stays in the gym. So yeah,
man. They've been really impressive, and usually with the team that's guard heavy like they are, it's only one ball, so you kind of get worried how they'll handle it. But this looks like a team that isn't ego driven at all, and it seems like they like playing with each other, so they don't mind swinging it, and they're just not like the usual Kentucky team. Like, they don't slow the game down. They get out in transition, and it's exciting to watch. And with Wagner coming on, it looks like they're putting it all together, man. And it'll be amazing to see what they can do, especially like you said, when they add those bigs back, like Bradshaw, who will run in transition with them and throw those alley-oops or just find them down low. So they've been extremely impressive, man, and I'm excited to see what's to come.
Yeah, Coach Cal does a really good job of just taking players with big egos and just somehow making it disappear. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I think he has the personality for it. I mean, he's a guy you can just sit down and watch, listen to him talk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He has that personality where it's like, okay.
Players coach, man.
He's a players coach. He's a players coach.
Yeah. Wagner had his best game of the season, scoring 28 points.
Yeah.
So, what makes DJ Wagner so unique for the Wildcats?
Man, he's a monster getting downhill. It's not really much you can do to stop him. Mm-hmm. You just got to hope that he kind of misses it. And what really helped him in his last two games, having back-to-back 20 balls, is maybe he's not going 100% down or 100% speed getting downhill. He probably dialed it back to like 90 so that he can actually see the floor. He's a little bit more patient, but he's just a dog, man. He's not letting the noise get to him. And he just plays his game. And like Cal said, he's in the gym. So if you're in the gym, you may struggle right now, but it ain't going to last for long. You're going to break through that wall. And it looks like that's what he's finally doing. And he might not look back, man.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
Yeah. thing I love about this kid, DJ Wagner, is his motor. Like, the guy is just always attacking. He's always going. He's always being aggressive. He had 28 points tonight. Made a lot of three-pointers. He usually doesn't make a lot of three-pointers, but like I said, Cal says he's in the gym. This is a guy that he believes in his work ethic. So he's staying consistent with attempting those three-pointers. So I got to tip my hat off to Wagner, man. He looks good, man. It's a big take, but I think he can be, one of the best guards, probably the best guard since we've seen De'Aaron Fox. So best guard since De'Aaron Fox in Kentucky Wildcat uniform. I think he has a chance to be that for Kentucky.
Potentially got him going number one, and I think they said he'd be the first undersized guard to be drafted number 1 since Kyrie, and that's
wow.
that's a huge deal, bro.
Hey, that's a bold take. Yeah, that's bold. Man.
But I mean, in the last 2 games, he's showing you why he was so highly touted, man. So
for sure,
we'll see.
I think he's coming along, and I think Edwards is due for a big game as well.
For sure,
he's getting better. I was a little concerned early on, but I'm starting to understand now that he's, these freshmen, it's going to take some time for these guys to get used to the college game and adjust their game to the college game.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, Wagner, like you said, like going into the draft and everything, I think 2K, hey, he's going to be good on 2K. His skills are going to be up there on 2K.
What you got him for his 2K rating, man, for his rookie season?
If he keeps this up, I got him at like 96.
Oh,
96?
man, 96.
Oh, jinx it, but yeah, I got him up there. Bro. If he keeps this up, yeah, I got him up there.
If he a 96, he the only person I'm playing with.
I'm telling you. Kentucky had another game where they drained 10 plus threes. But, I mean, in your opinion, can the Cats keep up making all the threes? I mean, they're on fire right now, but can they keep it up?
I think they can. You'll have your dips of games where they don't shoot as well. But I think the team is like, these are a lot of shooters that can shoot.
Yep.
I don't think there's one guard that has trouble shooting. You can say Wagner struggles a little bit, but we saw what he did last night. He can shoot a little bit. So I don't think that I think they can keep it up. I think they have an opportunity to make more 3-pointers even more in the future. If that makes sense. I think they'll have even bigger games from the 3-point line in the future. We know what Dillingham's capable of. Microwave scorer, can shoot the 3. Reed Shepherd doesn't shoot often, but he definitely can shoot it. I mean, Reed had 50 or 60 in a high school game before, so he can score.
He's on.
Yeah, he can score. I think they have an opportunity to keep it up, and they made 12 3-pointers tonight. I think they can make at least 15, in a future game. Probably, I don't know which team, but they have an opportunity to do it.
They definitely can, man. And to kind of hit on Wagner a little bit, for him, it's not so much even shooting 45, 50% from 3. For him, he can hit 1 3 a game. He just want to keep the defense honest. Mm-hmm. If he hits 1 3 a game, they have to close out, and now that lane opens up. So, you can say he may not be the best shooter on the team, but 1 3-pointer a night is great for him. Dillingham can shoot the ball. That was something they were worried about for him coming in. And he's kind of showed what he's capable of. He can definitely shoot. And then Shepherd is just lights out, man. I saw a stat the other day. I want to say Shepherd is probably second in the nation in 3-point percentage.
Oh, wow.
So, and Reeves, of course, he can shoot the lights out.
I forgot they had him.
So this is their play style, man. It's not like, of course, you ain't going to shoot 60, 70% from 3 every game, but their play style, they are shooters. So, they'll live and die by the 3 this season, but, they'll definitely continue to keep shooting the ball well.
Yeah, I agree with that. This game will have them, feeling confident going into the next game against number 10, the Miami Hurricanes. In Rupp Arena on Tuesday. What would a win over Miami mean for the Kentucky Wildcats?
I think it would be huge. You got Coach Larry Niagara. I'll probably mess up his last name. He has a really tough last name. Coach L. I just call him Coach L, man. Coach L from Miami. He's been building that program over there in Miami for a while now. I mean, last year I think they made the Final Four. Mm-hmm. Year before that, Elite 8. It's going to be tough. They got 3 returning starters that are coming back, that have came back since last year. So it's going to be a dogfight on Tuesday night. I think as long as we probably won't shoot as good. Mm-hmm. That happens, but we got to be able to defend. This is not Marshall. This is a different team. Their guard plays really well. I think their point guard's averaging 16 points per game. Mm-hmm. Small forward, Wuga Poplar, he's leading them in scoring. Averaging about 19. So they can fill it up just like how we can. I think the game's going to come down to defense and rebounding.
Agreed. Looking at the Miami team, they are very guard heavy, just like UK. So it'll be an interesting matchup for us. I think a win against Miami would give us the confidence to say, okay, we're really here. We
legit.
really can do this. We can compete with anybody. It's not just a fluke. Like, it'll especially give Wagner and Edwards that confidence. Like, okay, we just took down Miami. Like, even after competing against Kansas and losing a close game, that's still, I take away good things from that because they're showing that they can compete at a high level and
Without bigs.
Without bigs. So if they just keep getting better every game and then secure this win, I think the sky's the limit for them.
Yeah, no, that's great. I mean, the Cats will take on the number 10 Miami Hurricanes on Tuesday, November 28th at 7:30 p.m. The game will be massive for both clubs. Rob, we really appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, man, it's been a pleasure.
Appreciate
man.
y'all having me, man. I love to just sit and talk sports any chance I get. So
we definitely got to get him back on here.
Grateful
I was
to
going
be
to say,
here.
yeah, we
Definitely got to get him back on here, man. When's the game? Next game? It's Miami Tuesday. What time?
Yeah, Tuesday, November 28th. That's going to be at 7:30 p.m.
30 p.m. ESPN, big Showtime game. I'm excited, man, to see what the Wildcats going to do, man.
Definitely.